What's happening? Chris the Light Skin Raider, aka Chris the Light Skin Legend. Um, again, week after week, Raiders lose again. Take another demolishing L. We done got mollywopped in Cincinnati. But in other news, fired Luke Getsy. Fired I want to say the offensive line coach. Also fired the quarterback coach. Hell, he wasn't doing nothing anyway. So anyway, we're gonna get into this press conference. Started a while ago, streamed a while ago. So let's get into it, man. We're gonna get into Coach Pierce's. This is the reaction Monday, man. Overreaction, underreaction, whatever reaction, man. This is just a reaction. We're getting used to this, and it sucks and it's sad. We fired some more coaches during the bye week, like we did last year. It was a Halloween. Fired Josh McDaniels, and now after Halloween, the bye week's coming up, and we fire those three coaches. We're going to get into the live press conference right now and just react to it and see what's going on. Antonio Pierce, it's on you.
Hey, Antonio, Paul here.
Yeah, how you doing, Paul?
Good. Hey, just checking in. What went into the decision to go ahead and relieve the three gentlemen of their duties, and also who now takes over offensive play calling responsibilities?
Yeah, just performance results and production. Just wasn't heading in the direction I wanted it to go. And I'll use the next 24 to 48 hours to sit down with the staff and figure out who's going to call the offense going forward.
Hey, Antonio, will Desmond be the quarterback going?
Yep. Just that's it. Just fired him. Didn't feel like it was going well, and it wasn't. Yeah, we've been all calling for this since week whatever it was. Again, let me reiterate this. Chicago Bear fans, I want to apologize. I thought it was Justin Fields. You guys were complaining about Luke Getsy. And again, it was the both of them. So I want to apologize. Y'all were right. Luke Getsy ain't nothing. Antonio Pierce, continue.
Going forward?
I'm using the bye week to look at everything.
Antonio, Vinny Bonsignor, was this your decision, or did anyone influence your decision-making process?
100% my decision.
Own it. Own it, Pierce. I like the fact that you own it. This is your decision. You said it yourself. This is your decision. You're owning it. But here's the thing. Once you fire those guys, and if this was your hires, these were your hires, these were your guys, and you fired them, you know what comes next, y'all. You know what comes next. Yeah, you fired them. Your job might be on the line too as well. And I understand you're trying to save face. And I don't hope that, listen, I like you, Pierce. But we are 2-7. We gotta keep it real. We're gonna keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. You might be next. I'm not calling for your job. I'm not calling for your job. But you might be next.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Vic.
Yeah. Do you hope to see like a change in offensive philosophy? Or are you hoping to look a different style of offense? Or what are you looking for with a new coordinator?
Yeah, get that mic
Hey, you
right.
hear me?
Yeah. We got you now. Yeah, sorry about that.
There
Go
we
ahead,
go.
Vic.
There we
I
go.
didn't do nothing. Say it
You
again.
got a question now?
Yeah, I got a question. Go ahead, ask me again.
Oh, what do you hope to see as far as do you want to see a change in offensive philosophy, or do you want to see what kind of changes do you want to see in offense?
Yeah, I just want to see is, man, look, like I always talked about, us looking right, sounding right, matching the philosophy and idea of what I preach, which is, physicality, ability to run the ball, taking shots down the field, protecting the football first and foremost, disciplined up front. I think what we're going to do going forward, we got to do what we have. Obviously, we're dealing with injuries. A lot of new players are in and out of the lineup. We got to do what's best and gives us the best opportunity to win, whatever that may be. If it's throwing the ball 60 times, fine. If it's running it 60 times, fine. But we got to find a balance and an identity on offense going forward.
I'm gonna tell you your identity, man. Okay, let me just tell you what your identity is before we go any further. Inconsistency. That's our identity. We're just inconsistent. This is an inconsistent football team. That's it. Undisciplined, inconsistent, overrated, defense overrated. And listen, we could talk about injuries, but everybody's hurt right now. I mean, I'm talking about across the league. So I don't like bringing up injuries because there's always going to be injuries. This is a physical game. But I'll tell you this, we are inconsistent. This is an inconsistent football team, man. That's it. Can't run, can pass a little bit. There's talent, though. There is talent. I see stuff. I'm like, man. But overall, what I'm seeing, this inconsistency. That's it. That's this football. This is what we are. This is it.
Two questions, Antonio. I know obviously you felt compelled to make a change to create, whatever spark that might come out of it. But as you analyze what's happened over the last 9 weeks, what can you put your finger on why it hasn't been successful? And do you believe that the play caller and the new offensive line coach and quarterback coach will come from your staff?
When I look at the last 9 weeks, I just look, at a bunch of things. I'm going to start first and foremost with the turnovers. I don't care what team you are, who you have at quarterback, who's your head coach, who's your OC. You're not going to win games when you turn the ball over at the rate we've been turning over pretty much 3 times a game, especially 13 in the last 5. I think we've had enough opportunities to punch the ball in and to give our team an opportunity to win games, and we haven't done that. And that's really a compilation of everything. When I go from play caller to the play of our players, to execution, to details, to the confidence that we're playing with, a lot of those things factor into it. Some of it is shocking. I mean, because I think when we left training camp, we felt really good about this group and our team. Obviously, we did get hit with injuries, but that's no excuse because every team in the league is dealing with that as well. But I think offensively, it just wasn't going the way I wanted to go, and it didn't look the way I wanted to look. And when it comes to the coaches, like I said, a lot of that stuff I'm going to look at over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Well, listen, man. I mean, I get it, Again, I just said it. We're inconsistent. That's what he just basically just everything, man. Everything we do is just inconsistency across the board. That's it, man. Old boy jumping off sides. We about to get the ball back. And I about to get him 3 and out, about to get the ball back. 4th and 3, jump off sides, give him a first down. Their drive continue. I mean, just, And like again with injuries, across the board. What are you gonna, man? Injuries happen. This is football, man. So like, let's not even bring up injuries. I know what we're dealing with. I see what we're dealing with. Offensive lineman in and out. I get it. Colton Miller he doesn't look the same. Shoulder all messed up. I mean, he's playing hurt before the season. Like he wasn't fully healed. We know that coming into the thing. And then Thayer Munford. Oh my God. We thought he had a chance, didn't we? I know I did. I thought he had a chance. And now I know going against one of the elite defensive ends in the league, and this is a test. You failed because you went against one of the top defensive ends, and listen, even chipping them. Hell, there was a play when Abdullah was supposed to Abdullah, come on, bro, give him a chip him, help your damn tackle out, bro. That wasn't even a chip, man. I rewatched that play and I said, bro, that ain't even a chip, man. You didn't even get in the way, man. Anyway, but that goes to paying attention to detail. Everybody doing their job. Everybody got to do their job, and then So here we are. Anyway, Coach Pierce, sorry, continue.
Go ahead, Zeke.
AP, I'm curious if some of the frustrations that you may have had were from the fact that you saw the team or the offense having success at moments, but never at the right moments. Did any of that play into what your decision making or what happened with your decision making?
Well, listen, I mean, the last 5 games, we come out the gate like bulls, right? We're coming out scoring, opening possession, going down the field, second possession pretty good, and then, we kind of like hit a brick wall. And as you watch it, either 3-and-outs or turnovers will show up in those last 5 games, and it just became apparent that obviously we weren't doing enough as a staff and as a team to overcome, our mistakes and downfalls. And obviously, again, I'm gonna go back to it. We had plenty of opportunities, either in the red zone or the other turnover, a big play on special teams to create those opportunities for our team to win.
Coach, you've always been very confident with everything that you do. Is the confidence still there that with the makeup of the guys in the locker room, and I know there's been some obviously shuffling with the coaches now, that you can get this thing turned around because there are still plenty of football left to be played?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously confident in my ability to lead and do what I'm asked to do as the head coach. I just had that conversation, oddly enough, that you asked me with our staff and asked them what's their confidence level, where are we at? And because that's going to be reflective onto the players then reflect that onto the field and their play style. We got to get that back. And it's hard to be confident when you're losing, right? I can sit there and have a smile and be gritty and all that stuff, but, human nature does take an element of it. There's a piece of human element of there as far as your emotions that go into it. But I'm confident in my ability to lead this team, to get them going. I think we fight. I think our effort is there. Our execution is poor at times. The opportunities that we have, we let them slip through our hands, and we got to stop doing it. And I don't use the excuse of playing with a young roster. I actually look at that as an advantage for us, right? Because I got a guy that I can mold. He's a sponge, and I can feed him what I want him to be and what him to do and what I want him to look like. And that's why I told our staff, man, just use this time with the players that we got in and out the lineup to just keep molding them. Now, yeah, there's a continuity there, the chemistry there. It's hard when you in and out of the lineup. Hell, we played 8 old linemen yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen that before. At least been a part of it. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not going to the question of our team with our effort and our fight, that's going to go through. They love one another. They're fighting. They're not going to let people poke holes in armor right now as we're going through this tough stretch. But like I told them, we got this bye week to regroup. We'll do that over the next 42 to 72 hours, and we get ready to come back and get ready for Miami.
Yeah, man. Like you said, man, it's kind of hard to be confident when you're losing. And he was just questioned about his ability to lead during this type of time, And hey, listen, they are fighting, but like AP said too, execution is poor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. It's like they are fighting. Like they haven't gave up on them, but it's just the execution. Let me grab my nose real quick. But it's like the execution is poor. Yeah, well, let's not get on the play calling, but we don't have to deal with that right now. Oh boy, gone. So he's not going to be the scapegoat, going forward. So yeah, I mean, we all know the play calling was just suspect anyway, but that's gone now. But his leadership, hey, listen, man. AP, I'm with you, bro. I can't turn on you because I wanted them to hire you, man. You had me riled up. I was ready to run through a wall for you. So, I don't want to see you get fired. I don't. But the Getsy hire was just, damn it, man. But anyway, I know I be going off on a tangent sometimes, man. Let's get back to the leadership and this team. They're still fighting for him. I don't believe he lost the locker room. They're still with him. And that's good for now. But something has to change. And to be honest, again, I'm not with the tanking. I just don't believe the football gods bless tanking. But something has to change. And listen, when I wake up Sunday mornings and turn on the games, I want to see my team win. I don't care what the record is. I want to be entertained. And I want my team to win. All right? It's drama-filled. Oh, if you're a Raider fan, it's drama-filled, and you know that. But I want my team to win. Week in, week out, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about a draft pick. I don't care how high we go in the draft. Let's tank so we get. Yeah, you do want to get a good draft pick because you do want to get one of these quarterbacks that are coming out. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. You want to get one of them. The kid from Georgia, Carson Beck, I'm not really big on him, but those two, Shador and Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward. That's what I like. I like Cam Ward because he's just calm. So calm, poised, under pressure. Nothing seems like it gets to him. All these quarterbacks got flaws. But anyway, I know I'm going on the tangent again, but damn it. All right, Coach Pierce, give me some more, Pierce. Give me some more.
Coach, this is Levi, kind of in response to what you asked your coaches. Do you have confidence? Considering you have several coaches on the staff that have head coaching experience, coordinator experience, how much confidence do you have in the coaching staff you still have in place, and how much are you going to be leaning on them towards the end of the season?
And that hasn't changed. I've been leaning on those gentlemen throughout, obviously Marvin Lewis being the lead one. But I have extreme confidence in the coaches that are here that I just met with going forward. And I told them they need to show that going forward throughout the building, right? We got to get back to it. And shame on me, shame on us for not doing that probably maybe to our fullest, because that's what our record is showing. So obviously something was lacking there, but we need to get back to it. And it starts with self-reflection, and we'll do that as coaches first before we talk about players.
Antonio, with the letting go of James Craig, is it safe to say you put more of the running issues on the offensive line than the running backs?
On the offense, to be honest.
Don't dodge that question. Don't dodge that question. Who is this on? Who is this on?
Overall.
So is this on the offense? I mean, I get it, but no. No. To me, the running game should, I'm not going to say easy or it should be the easiest to fix, because you're just turning around and handing the ball off. And also you got the offensive line, of course they got to open holes. They got to push people around. They got to move furniture around. But running the ball should be the easiest thing to fix, right? Now, was that play calling? Was that just offensive line play at its fullest? But it's hat on a hat, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hat on a hat. Hey, we running through the two hole. You know what I'm saying? We running a duo. Hey, guard, center, y'all gonna take that D tackle out that A gap, and then center or the guard gonna reach. After that, we're gonna reach and get to that second level, get to the linebacker. It's just, come on, it's hat on a hat. So what is it, man? Was it the coaching, or you don't have the manpower? And it's starting to look like you don't have the manpower. You know what I'm saying? And the coaches. You can blame the coaches too as well. But it's looked like we don't have the guys. Hey, Jackson Powers Johnson. Hey, yeah. Hey, he's him. I like him. He's showing signs. Parham, he's just hurt. Colton Miller hurt. Some of those other guys are just filling guys. So maybe you just don't have the manpower to be that physical at the line of scrimmage that you want to be. Because I that's what I want to be. I'm a run first guy. So maybe you don't have the offensive linemen, you don't have the players yet. Maybe that's what it is. I don't want you to call nobody out, because we seen what happens when you call somebody out, Pierce. We see that. But I don't need you to call them out. Hell, you fired the coaches. That tells you what's what. That tells you what's what. So, I mean, it's scheme. Is it really scheme? Man, fuck that zone shit, man. Listen, Zamir White is a power back, man. Between the tackles, that's him. Leads, powers, dives, that's him. Now, those other running backs, Madison and Abdullah, those are more your little scat back. They shifty. They can, they can get outside. You can run a little stretches with them little zone runs. Maybe so. It's probably just a man's. You don't have the manpower, bro. I get it. You ain't got to tell me. I see what you're saying.
AP, was the timing of this, was it because having the bye week, did that go into it where you can really take a deep breath and take an overall look at the program?
Yeah, I think it gives me enough time, obviously, really prepare for the Dolphins next Wednesday with the players. The staff will do that over the next starting, Saturday, Sunday, as we got to buy the guys kind of, catch their breath for what just happened. The timing does work out for what the decisions that I made going forward, but it wasn't like I was going into each and every week thinking about making decisions. Had confidence in Luke that we'll get it turned around, and then once I felt like we need to make a change. I did.
Antonio, I know a lot of the focus today is on the offense, of course, but yesterday the defense, allowing 41 points. What do you think needs to change on that side of the ball moving forward?
Yeah, no, listen, that was disappointing. The last couple of weeks, I think the last 5 weeks we've been up 30+ points 3 out of the last 5. That's not to our standard. These guys are fighting their tails off. Issues now showing up a little in the red zone. We were pretty good on red zone. It was good on third down. Those have now been a little bit of a nemesis to us, and I think we got to fix those things up. And again, like I just talked to the coaches and Patrick Graham about, just going back to the drawing boards, man, going back to what we do well, detailing the assignments, and that's just not the coaches, that's the players doing their job and what's asked of them to do. And we have to do that to our fullest ability. So this is not just an offense. Even though we made changes on offense, this is a team problem, and this is a coaching staff that we need to fix first before we go downstairs on the first floor. And we'll address that with one another as players and staff, because we're all in this together, man. Listen, every call is not right. Every player doesn't play right, but we got to do it together. We got to stop with the details and excuses and do our job to our best of our abilities.
I like that answer. Because it is a team game. We know that. But that defense, though, man, is overrated. That defense is overrated. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's supposed to be our strongest point of the team. Okay? That was the strongest side of the ball, our defense. That's what it was coming in. That's what it was last year when we said, oh, okay, we got a defense. Oh, we got a cool defense. The offense, we already knew the offense was suspect. We knew that coming in. Now, let's go to them preseason games. When I saw they couldn't stop the run, I said, and we had our starters in, I said, oh, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. And sure enough, it's a problem. Our defense is overrated. I like some of the pieces that we have on defense. Don't get me wrong. You already know you start off with Max. I love that piece. Right? Christian Wilkins, injured, but I like that piece as well. Merrick, I like what he's doing. Right? Diablo, I like him. I like the prototypical, like how he looks, the size, speed. I like that, but he's always out of place. He misses a lot of tackles. Spillane, I love what Spillane is. To me, he's the heart. He's another Crosby type, just the heart of the team. Plays well. He's solid, but everyone makes mistakes. Cool. Jack Jones, he's hit and miss, man. And it's a lot of miss. He did have that pick 6. All right, cool. But that was like the only play he's made this season so far. And then he does the tackling. He's giving me those business decision feels. I don't like that. But the defense, it sucks. It really sucks to see this defense play the way they're playing. I'm not saying, yeah, you got blown out, right? You give up 40 points, whatever. But if it was happening like, oh, the defense is on the field too long, and we're giving up plays like late in the game because they're on the field too long, okay, I can accept that. Because, we already know our offensive suspect, so I can accept that. But what they're giving up, like they gave up that first drive of the game. They gave up, 8-9 plays. They go 70 yards, score a touchdown. Then and take off minutes off the clock. A lot of minutes off the clock. Second drive, same thing, 3 or 4 plays, 6 minutes off the clock. It's like, what? Defense, hey, can we get a 3 and out just every now and then? Hey, can we just hold them to a field goal one time? And then for that running back, Brown, Chase Brown, Chad Brown, bruh, he's ripping off 20-yard runs? We're giving up 20 yards. What are we doing? That's when I said, all right, see, it's showing up. The defense can't stop the run. Can't stop none. We are the team that teams get right against. We the get right team. So after the bye week, we go into Miami. Are we going to the get right team? Because they lost, 2 or 3 straight. We're going to be the get right team. They're going to get right. Hopefully they don't get right. Y'all got to change up stuff, Pierce. You already know it. You said it, Coach. Anyway, all right, let's get back because I can keep going.
We'll do 2 more, Vinny and Carter.
Antonio, it's normal for teams to take a full week during the bye week. Given the circumstances, will you bring the players back earlier, maybe at some point this week to practice?
No, well, I haven't got the injury report, but I'm sure it's pretty deep. I don't think we'll practice at all this week, to be honest with you. We'll meet, we'll have some self-scout moments, we'll have some time to reflect and talk, and at that point, take a deep breath, reset as a staff, reset as our team, and then get back together probably more than likely on Monday and Tuesday.
I like that. Give them the week. Give them the week. Get away from football. Heal up. Do not practice this week. I mean, I will have Ritter in there with the offensive coordinator, though. Well, whoever's going to call plays moving forward, I will have Ritter in there, But everybody else, heal up, man. Ice baths, icy hot, Tylenol, Motrin, whatever y'all need, man. Heal up. Get away from it. Take a breath. Everybody just breathe, relax, but get away from football. I like that. Rest them up, coach. I get it. Rest them up. Let them rest because the offensive line is banged up. 8 offensive linemen coming in the game. Parham wasn't even supposed to play. Parham wasn't supposed to even play. And he got in the game because of injuries. Rest up, y'all. Rest up.
Going into a bye week during your playing career, what worked for you in terms of using it to be most productive, and how do you hope this team approaches it over the next couple of days?
Are you asking me as when I was a player?
Yes.
Yeah, when I was a player, to get my body right. Long season. Lucky for us, this is week 10, played 9 games. We got a lot of guys that's in the injury room and they need to get healthy. And for myself, that would be the number one thing, taking care of my body, making sure I can finish the season on a strong note. Because like I told these guys, and I know I can't speak on our first half, which has been frankly shitty. But the second half, we need to play our best football. And that's going to be our goal. And it's kind of ironic that I took over around this time last year and we played our better football at the end of the season. I got to find a way to get that back into these guys, starting with our staff and our players, and make sure that when we get back in this building next week, we're energized, we're focused, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get a win in Miami.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Thanks, everybody.
All right, y'all. That was the press conference. So, what did we learn today? That coaches get fired during the bye week. Raiders are not that good. And here we are, 2-7. I don't know what else to add. It is what it is, man. So that's all I got for you guys, man. Raiders 2-7. I'm just a Raider fan, man. What can I say? And I keep watching this thinking I'm gonna hear something or something's gonna change, and it just doesn't. All right, man. Raider fans, my fellow brothers and sisters in Raider Nation. Let's have a bye week, okay? Let's all have a bye week. Let's all just rest up, get into the hot tub, get into the cold tub. Hey, take a shower, brush your teeth. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to be all right. All right? Let's heal up, lick our wounds, put Band-Aids on, whatever. And we'll get back to it after this bye week. Hopefully we don't lose during the bye week. Anyway. All right, I'm out. Light Skin Raider. Chris the Light Skin Legend. Deuces.